Yeah, so good evening, students. So good evening to you all. So good evening, Shrugal, Shayan, Rujuta, Ponnappa, Amulya, Devansh, Aparna, Ananya. So students, we are at the last session, last chapter of our regular tuition student. Okay. Yeah, so definitely I have started the way back that revision, but finally I can just say this is what we are last. We are dealing with the last chapter of your entire syllabus. Okay. So we have finished everything. So now we are moving to the last. So yeah, I forgot to just plug in my pen tab. Okay. So finish this. Okay. So our environment, my requirement is not at all required. Okay, because it's an easy chapter which gives you 5 marks. Only some theory part is there. Okay. Yeah. So student, definitely hereditary and information. This is what they were spending. I'm just starting this particular chapter. Okay. Heredity. Okay, students. So this is what the heredity is. Okay, how to start this chapter? So today I have seen that whatever the textbook language is given, definitely it was little bit complicated. The terms and terminology are little bit complicated. I have seen it. Okay, basically, as I said, that biology is this is the first year. Last year I have started my tuition. This year I have started biology. Well, there was one more teacher who was explaining biology to the previous year. Okay, but as the students were not satisfactory, again this year I went for the biology sessions also. But anyhow, I have used some of the content of what that teacher has created. Okay, especially for this chapter also, I'm little bit using the same content, but I have added my main thing where the students will face the issues. Okay, yeah. With that, let us start this chapter, student. Let us start this chapter. Okay, so Jahnavi, I don't know. This is the reason you are giving from last 1 year. We are almost at the last chapter. Till now, you are having camera issues, laptop issues, internet issues. God knows how can that will be solved. Okay, so student, how am I starting? How am I starting heredity? So you see, this is what I start heredity with. What is that, student? Okay, let me minimize it. Okay, you see, you observe yourself in your family. There will be one character which is always passed to your next offsprings. Like that, if you ask me, sir, what is that one character you see in our family? What I have observed, the hair color is generally we all have black hair, but soon we are approaching towards mid 40s, mid 50s. All the hair is becoming white and white. Okay, so it's a particular character. Okay, and probably I did not see other than black eyes. I have not seen anybody in my entire family from last two generations. My grandfather, my grandfather's father also I have seen when I was very young. Okay, so those all were not happening. So these are passing from the generation. These all characters are passing from the generation, student. Okay, so you might have also observed. Okay, so something like big eyes, height. So yeah, I have seen my not my cousin. I have seen my neighbor who is so all everybody in their home were somewhat tallish. Everybody is above 6 feet only. Okay, so that is a perfect character that is passing through entire offsprings of the next generation. Okay, yeah. So that is where I'll start the heredity topic, student. That is where I'll start the heredity topic. Okay, that means something is passing. Then what is the definition of heredity? So heredity is a biological process by which the physical, which I have just explained, hair color, eye, height, these all physical and mental characteristics also pass from parents to the offspring. That is where we term the coin heredity. Okay, it's a biological process where the physical and mental characteristics are passed from one parent to their offspring. That is called heredity. Okay, that is called heredity. Okay, so you see, this is also one of the main reason why our PCs are just getting evolving again. Why? Because you see, continuity of specification across generations, such as why children often resemble their parents. This is what I said. So we resemble our parents, and their characteristics are passed to us. Okay. Another thing is, you see, specific species always produces offspring of the same kind. We being humans are producing humans. Okay, we don't give birth to some other species. Okay, so this is also that means all the characteristics of what we are passing to the next generation. That is why again we are giving birth to the babies, right? We are giving birth to the humans. Okay, so that is what heredity is, student. Now here some I have said some mental characteristics also. What are these? Can anybody? Yes, Shrugal. Physical is what I said: height, skin color, size of eyes, ear lobes. Okay, many things are there. What are the mental characteristics? I said
Uh,
mental characteristics also pass. Yeah, what are these, students?
so like some people they say that their dad is like very rough and tough, so the son will
Ah,
also
very
be
good.
like very
Very good, very good. You're
short
absolutely
tempered
right.
and all those things.
Oh, very good. Right answer. Okay. Anger issues. Okay. So you said something, but you see, even though you said right, but it is not purely genetic, Jahnavi and Strugal. They are not purely genetic. Definitely, genetic is involved, but not purely genetic. Definitely, some environmental factors also will come into the
Sir,
picture.
and Alzheimer's also.
In yes, okay. So you see, student activity level, energy level. You see, so if one of the parent is highly energetic always the time, you see either you or your sibling will be in the same mood. He will also be in the energetic mood only for the whole day. That may be due to pure genetics. That may be the child is seeing his father or mother, which is very energetic, and his mental levels are also changed. Okay, adaptability. So you see, some parents are very adaptable to frequent postings. They are very comfortable in changing the environment and situations. The same thing can be passed to the kid also. Reactivity. So you see, if at all, some parents are very absolutely fine to manage this. Many troubles come to them, but they will ensure that all the troubles are dealt very easily and in a good pattern. And when a child sees that, first of all, child is having some genetic character like that, and when his child is seeing the parent, automatically his reactivity also will go in the same mode. Attention span also. Some parents are very much focused. One, if they are feeling that this should happen, they are behind that particular work, and definitely that attention pass. So these all are the mental characteristics which are passed on to the future generation. Yes, Mega.
Sir, what is this adaptability? Like, can you just say about adaptability?
Yeah, adaptability is adaptable to new changes. You see, right now, my father is at only one place, but I was in defense. Every 3 years, 4 years, I was moving. But finally, when my family came, when I was married, I was not at all feeling comfortable. Why? Because I have seen my father and some of the genetics from my father, and I have seen my father is it's static at one place. Okay, but it is not so with the defense kids. You see, some of the defense kids, they have seen their parents are always moving and they are comfortable in the getting adaptable to the new changes. So this is one example I took.
Okay, sir, got it, sir.
Yeah, yeah, Mega. What's the doubt, beta?
Sir, I accidentally raised my.
Acha, you actually. Okay, so these are the mental characteristics that are also passed to the offspring, student. Okay, so yeah, so you all understood what is heredity, right? Either physical or mental characteristics are passed from the parents to the offspring is nothing but heredity. Okay, now what are we going to learn in this heredity? Definitely, we are starting with this part where you are all aware. I have explained this part of most of the part of this in the how do organism reproduce. Okay, inherited traits, monohybrid, dihybrid, sex determination. I think I'll be covering in the next session. These are the 5 topics which I need to cover from this particular chapter, student. Okay. Yeah. So with that, let us proceed now. Why? Why this topic is important? First of all, you need to understand how characters are passed. Why am I same like my father or mother? How the characteristics are passed, and how my father is same as good as his father or his mother. Okay, that idea, basic idea, will get us. So student, this is very deep topic. Okay, it's you can say only 1% is what you are getting in class 10 CBSE. Okay, only 1%. Okay, and also understand how the some of the disease are passed to the generation. You see, there is a famous case, I have heard it in my life also. You see, Queen Victoria, member of the royal family, she to the next offsprings from generations, they are all having some common disease, hemophilia. What is hemophilia? Blood clot. So you see, you get some hurt, your blood will be clot. But for this particular this royal family, so that is a very big issue. Their blood is not clotting at proper level and in a proper time. So this is what the curse. So they were saying the curse, but ultimately in the 2009, when this particular heredity concept and genetic concept has arisen, they have done DNA analysis and finally proved that how this particular guy got that particular disease by tracing her. And also they have seen it is not passed to all of them. It is only passed to set of them. You see, here are the only persons who got this disease, but the family is very big. But the family is still very big. Okay, so this is what this heredity topic or the genetics, which helps how the disease is transmitting to the future generation and what to do to stop it to transmit. Okay, so these all makes this topic very interesting. And you see, nowadays many researchers are going on this level. You frequently see the Nobel prizes getting to the scientists who do the particularly who are into this particular field actually. Okay, yeah. So 1 year for right now for you, what I can say, it is for 8 marks or 7 marks. Where is the so I kept for 7 marks, right? Yeah, it is for 7 marks to 8 marks, which you can expect from this chapter. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
now
sir, can you
today
show the marks list once?
marks list. Okay, so I was showing from very first chapter.
Sir, I forgot to take screenshots. I wrote in some. Okay, forgot
Okay,
which that
yeah. So
page.
student, there is one mistake. This is 6 marks. This is 3 marks. This mistake costed me a lot. I would have started how do organism reproduce first. Okay, this is the final list. Okay,
Thank you,
lagbag
sir.
beta. So it's not exactly 1 mark, can be here and there. Okay, okay. Yeah. So now let us go for the accumulation of variations and some general terms. So let us go to the general terms first. Okay, let us go to the general terms first. Okay, so first of all, where we'll start, student? How are we a combination of our parents? Why are you the combination of parents? Let us this deal with. And he's a combination of his parents. Okay, so this we have already seen in how to organism reproduce, but let us learn little more here also. Okay, so first of all, whenever such question comes, whenever you are looking into why I am same like my parents, you need to look at the cell level. Why, sir? Why should I go to so deep level? Like why I should show to macro to micro level? Because every human being is made up of cell. Every human being is ultimately made up of cell, student. Okay, cells to tissues, tissues to organs, organs to the digestive system, transportation system, and finally all are mixed in to create a human body. Like that, every body you can just finally what is the basic unit of your human body? It's a cell. That's the reason we will be seeing in the cell what is happening. Okay, so cell in the cell, what is their student very vital thing? Nucleus. In the nucleus, you can see chromosomes. In the chromosomes, we have DNA and gene. Okay. So this thing I have explained in chapter number 3, but that is how to organize and reproduce. Still, I'll show you the video back. Okay. Still, I'll show you the video back. Yeah, look at this thing, student. Okay, so I'm explaining where is this DNA and what is in the DNA, what is having. I have shown this video. Still, I want to show. Okay,
basic unit of all living tissue.
it's a basic unit of your human body or the all living beings is nothing but cell, student. In the cell, we have many things: cytoplasm, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum. But we are especially going into the nucleus. So in the nucleus, we have chromosomes. And now where is DNA? In the chromosome, we have a DNA that is fixed to the that is rolled to the histone protein. Very important here. You need to know what I'm speaking about. You need to know the path also. In the cell, in the nucleus, we have chromosome. In the chromosome, we have this one is a DNA and it is coiled to the histone protein. Okay, coiled to the histone protein. When you look at this particular thing, it is something like this. This is nothing but DNA, student. This is nothing but DNA. And the small part of the DNA or the piece of the DNA is nothing but gene. Now you see, gene is having all the characteristics of your parent. Okay, either it may be particular father or mother. So one example you take in your mind. Okay, now, how this gene is deciding how our body should develop? Assume that your body starts developing. So, your body starts developing means what your body wants to. Everything in our body is made up of protein. So, that's the reason one hormone will come here. One hormone will come, growth hormone, you assume. This hormone is known as, right now, it is known as RNA polymerase. What will it do? You see, it is just wrapping this DNA. So, taking the information from DNA, so which type of body I need to develop into? You see, the codes which are there on DNA is shifted to that particular hormone. And finally, that hormone, whatever it entered, we call it as something like mRNA. It's not RNA, no, messenger RNA. This is what that particular Hormone is converted into messenger RNA. All the information is here. So which type of body, which type of eye color, which type of hair color, like that, some changes will happen there, and then it finally moves to the outside the nucleus into the cytoplasm. And where should it go? It should go to the ribosome. Why? Ribosome in the cell is responsible for the protein formation. Now ribosome is having some information. Okay, I need to provide protein for the development of his eye, for the development of his body. But which type of protein? There are 20 types of protein. So who gave the information? Which type? The DNA gave, that particular gene gave. Now, according to that information, this particular protein is being selected. Okay, I said 20 types of proteins are there, amino acid. So you see 3-bit code is read by that particular ribosome, and accordingly a new amino acid is being created, and the group of amino acids is nothing but proteins, and your body parts are entirely proteins. Like that, every body part is finally created by amino acid. And when you look at this particular amino acid in three-dimensional group, you will just assume it has something like, you see, your body, some mass of your body, nothing less. Or you can say a zygote also, some mass of your body zygote. Okay, this is what I have said in this particular chapter number, how do organisms reproduce. You can feel the same. Now you understand this. In the cell we have nucleus. When I zoom this, in the nucleus we have chromosome. When I zoom this, in the chromosome we have DNA, which is coiled on the histone, and in the DNA the piece is called as gene. This is what is actually, you need to know the organization chart. Okay. Now how the questions will be, he will just show this and he will ask you what is this consists of. So you know this is chromosome. So in the chromosome what all we have? Yes, Mega, in the chromosome what all we have, student?
Genes and DNA.
Oh, so DNA is right answer. Is it genes? In the DNA we have genes better.
Yes.
Gene is the part of DNA only. DNA plus. Yes, Narendra, go ahead.
The protein.
Very good. Okay. So that's the reason I said be very cautious about what I'm speaking. Or you see, or what did I say? You see, this chromosome has a DNA, and what is this round one? Histone protein. So this DNA is coiled around histone protein, student. Okay. So perfectly. So that is nothing but, where is this? Yeah, DNA plus histone protein you need to write. Okay. So that's what I said. So the questions are somewhat deeper, which you need to know the organization chart like that. Okay. Okay. So now you got, so chromosomes are made up of DNA and histoprotein, and in DNA, sub part of DNA is nothing but gene. Small part of DNA is nothing but gene. Okay. So how is your body finally made up of? Who is deciding? Obviously, the blueprint of your body is made up of is nothing but DNA. What is DNA full form? Deoxyribonucleic acid, which we also say there is a genetic code inside it. Okay. So students, why sir? Why are we going for directly DNA only? Why? Because whenever one cell is going to form two cells or the daughter cells, the first thing that happens is DNA copying, student. That's the reason we have started again with the DNA. Do we need to write this? No, I'll just say what you need to write. You need to write only definitions. So to make you understand, I've added many slides. Okay. So I'll just stick like this so that you'll be able to know. Okay. And I'll send this particular video notes. You can use it to write it. Okay. Okay, you see this all thing I have explained in previous chapter also. Okay, so you see student, now the question comes, sir, what is this DNA? So I have explained it. I'll give the basic idea again. Deoxyribonucleic acid. You see two strands, or you can say two, something like two threads. And what are those threads made up of? Sugar phosphate, sugar group, phosphate group, sugar group, phosphate group, sugar group, phosphate group, sugar group, phosphate group. This side also sugar group, phosphate group, sugar group, phosphate group. How they both are connected? They are connected with the nitrogenous bases ATCG. Okay, you don't require this information at all. There is a very least chance this question may come, but you need to know why it is known as double helical. Okay, so why it is known as double helical? This helical one is nothing but this fellow. Another helical, this one is nothing but this fellow. And the colorful things are nothing but nitrogenous bases. Only this much you should know. Okay. So don't think, sir, these two are threads and there is some connection. No, they are sugar and phosphate groups, sugar and phosphate groups. And the beach wala, the middle one is nothing but nitrogenous bases. ATCG, we say it. ATCG. So type of nitrogenous bases. Okay, this I have explained it. Okay, students. So now you got the clarity. What is DNA? Where is it? And how the genetic information is passed on. Okay. Yeah. So that is what. Okay. Yeah. So little MCQ parts also you see. Now who gave this? Who ultimately who discovered this? It's James Watson and Francis Crick. Okay. Yeah. You need to write this, student. Okay. One question I have seen. Okay. Structure discovered by structure of DNA is discovered by whom? James Watson and Franz Crick. These two words, and they even got the Nobel Prize. Again, there is a controversy. Again, some lady scientist, Rosalind Franklin. Actually, she was the one to first of all trace the X-ray of this particular DNA. But finally, we will only remember the one who is recognized. Right? She is not recognized. So ultimately, you just try to learn James Watson and Francis Crick. Okay, the structure of DNA has been discovered by. Okay, yeah. So students, like as I said, our human body, the basic functional part is nothing but cell. So like that, DNA, who is the functional part? Obviously, entire DNA is made up of these pieces, right? So this piece is the functional part. So gene is sometimes known as functional unit of DNA also. Definitely, it's a piece of DNA. It's a small part of DNA. If I add one more piece, if I add one more small piece like that, entire DNA can be made up of. Okay, so gene can be also said as functional unit of DNA. These all are one mark questions which you can expect. Gene is nothing but functional, like cell is nothing but functional unit of any animal. Like that, gene is nothing but any living organism, not animal, any living organism. Okay? Yeah. So now ultimately, so what did gene done? Gene has helped to produce protein. It may have done not directly, but ultimately which type of protein is decided by the gene only, that particular code only, 3-bit code. Okay. Now what does this protein done? Protein has expressed as a character, expression of character has been done. That means if you see me, my eyes are blue, that's an expression of character. My eyes are black, that's an expression of character. My hair is black, my earlobes are somewhat enlarged. These all are my a character expression. So ultimately, this protein has helped to express a character like me. Okay, different proteins, different persons. Okay, combination of different proteins. Okay, yeah, understood, Shayan? Shayan, where are you? Yeah, understood, beta.
Understood.
Okay, yeah, so we can move ahead. So this particular protein is nothing but the expression of character. Okay, yeah, you need to remember this particular DNA is double-stranded helix. Just now I have shown you. Okay, yeah, so some of the key things which I repeated again. Let me repeat the things. We need to write this. No, so you need to no, you need to not write this to me. Yes, Narendra.
So what does histone stand for?
Histone is something like structural. The DNA is holded by histone. Okay, so basically it is structural support. Okay, but inside you may get it in the higher classes, student. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So student, yeah, this one you need to write. So you see 2 meters in. So first of all, human body is made up of trillions of cells. In each cell we have DNA. And what is the size of DNA? 6.5 feet. It is something like bigger than you in height, student. Okay, it is bigger than you in your height. So can you assume in every cell we have a DNA that DNA is of 6.5 feet. Obviously, the diameter might be very thin, student. It's in nanometer, I guess. Then only you can that particular can be coiled like this. Okay, this diameter might be very thin. That's the reason in each cell we have, and still we are not able to see that much big also. Okay, yeah. So student, DNA, even though I said, sir, it's made up of gene, it's only the coding part. Gene has only codes here. This particular gene has some codes, ATCG code, ATTT, ATATGG, like that. Some code is there. But we have some non-coding part also in G. Can anybody guess which will be more coding part or non-coding part? As I said, this particular gene is having, DNA is having coding part which is known as gene, and non-coding part also we have it. So which part will be more, coding or non-coding? Yes, Rujuta.
Sir, I think not coding.
Yeah, very good. Non-coding. Okay. So now, sir, what does the non-coding do? You are saying that non-coding part. Or what does non-coding code? So it regulates the protein synthesis, like switch-a-tons. Regulating means controlling, student. It will control the gene. It will control that protein synthesis. Okay. So protein synthesis, protein production, or protein taking information. Those all things are processed. Like you see, this protein is taking that some information, right? You see this fellow, this particular enzyme is nothing but taking some information. These all things are controlled by the non-coding part again. Okay, non-coding part. Okay, so a non-coding part is also giving structural support, functional RNA. Yeah, so we have seen RNA, mRNA. Those all things are controlled by this particular non-coding part. Okay, non-coding part. Yeah, so you see, students, so now as we all know, we have finally we have learned that our human, we are the creation of God, so we can't edit it. But you see, if you edit this information, all your characters can be edited. Physical, mental, all characters can be edited. So that is the reason that now genetic edit is also possible, right? Still, there are many researches going on. Okay, so genetic edit is possible now. Okay, so right now we are not the best nature's creation. We can edit that means. Okay. Yeah, so you see, this is what I said. Gene is a functional unit of heredity also, okay? Because heredity is DNA and DNA functional unit is gene. So you can say gene is the functional unit of heredity also, okay? So like that, sir, how many genes are there? So like that, how many things are there? So you see, like that, how many things are there? 30,000 types of genes are there in our human cell. Yes, yes, student, you need to write. Gene is a functional unit of heredity. You need to write this, okay? Yeah, this one you don't try, not required. So these all are just to make the subject curious and you can understand the things better. So in every cell we have DNA. In every DNA we have 30,000 types of genes. Okay, except RBC. RBC story is different. It doesn't have first of all nucleus. Okay, so that's the reason I said except RBC, red blood cells. Is Maya is there here? Maya, are you there, student? Tanesh, Maya is not there today. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So now some of the students has. So some students are.
Sir, can I go to the previous page?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Some students are calling me student. Why are they not able to join? Hmm. Harshini. Sir, the link is not working. Could you send it again? 1 second, students. Participants invite, copy invitation. Harshini. She has lost already the best essence of this subject. Mahashri, I can't attend today's session. Okay, okay. Special test. Okay, so you can expect 30,000 types of genes are there. Okay, students. Oh, now so some students said the non-coding part is more. What percent of DNA is coding part and non-coding part? Student, 98% you can 98% is non-coding part in DNA, which only gives some structural support and mRNA case. Only 2% of this DNA, 2% of this DNA is nothing but coding part, student. Okay. So it's 98% non-coding only. 2% is only decoding part, student. Okay. And that again varies between animal to animal. So that is what I said in humans. Okay. Yes. So now we have learned some basic things. Okay. We have learned some basic. Now let us use some that basic things to the accumulation of variations topic also. Okay. So student, where did we learn this topic? We have learned this topic in the last chapter where I said genetic variations is a difference in DNA among individuals. You see now I'm using some different words here. There I said some mother and father characteristics, so there will be mix, but I am using the right word like DNA here. So variations, why there are variations? Like you see, when we go back to construct the family group, even you, me, finally that will be zero down to one male, one female. But still we both are not same. Why? Because we are same 99.6%. We are only a difference of 0.4%. In this 0.4%, 7.9 billion people are there. Okay. So we both are similar up to 99.6. Only 0.4% difference. In that 0.4% of variation of DNA, We have 7.9 billion population. Okay, student. So what is variation? The genetic variation is nothing but the difference is DNA. Yeah, you need to write this. You need to write this. So student, don't write everything here. You just write like this, something like variation. When I send the notes, you only write this particular topic heading. Okay. So now it's not, there is no time me to spend the entire thing on this. Okay. Yeah. Now the topic is accumulation of variations. What I have started, right? You see, student, this is what is given in your book. Try to understand you. Inheritance from the previous generation provides both a common basic body design and subtle changes in it for the next gen. This is what is given in your textbook. It's a line I took from the textbook only. Okay. Yeah. So definitely there will be little confusion if I say directly. Let me use this way. You see, we are from our parents. And where are your parents from? Obviously, they are from their parents. So we are all the progeny of the previous generation. Okay. Definitely the DNA is just passed on to the next offspring. But why the variations? We have read it in the sexual variations topic. Why? What did we see? Like I said, sir, we are the combination of mother and your father. Okay, mother and father. So that is what the variations will be, and the variations are also not unique. You see, you and your sibling, you observe in you between you and your sibling, you will be more of your mother or father, your sibling will be more of your mother or father. It is not same also, student. Okay, so that's the reason these are all the variations because of the two reasons. One is we are getting a DNA of two different people, father and mother. That is what the variation has been initiated. Okay, and there are also some of the variations due to the environmental. Like you see most of the North Indian people are somewhat, they are white skin they have, but if you bring them near to the equator, maybe after 2 or 3 generations, most probably their color skin tone may be changed. Why? Because the genetics is not changed, but the environment, the basic DNA did not change, but due to the environment, their DNA got modified. Okay, the DNA will get modified. Why? Sir, why they will be black? Maybe melanin, production of melanin is required at the equator. Why? Because harmful UV rays will be coming from sun. Equator is very near to sun. To avoid that particular harmful thing, the protein, like something like melanin protein, will be initiated in your body, and it makes our skin darker. Okay, so that is what the variations will happen due to the environmental changes or climate changes also, or due to the mixing of two different male and female also, the variations get. Okay, now you read. Inheritance, we got it from our parents, previous generation. Why? What are those invasion? First of all, we have common basic body design. Common means either from parent or from both, either of one of the parent, mother or father, and little changes in definitely will happen there. Why? Because we are mixing two different things, little changes, and we are passing it to the next generation. That is how you need to understand that particular text lines. Okay, understood, Shrugal?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Harshini, you are late, beta. You lost the essence of this chapter. My initial topic was very, you will not find it in NCRT. Actually, that is what my, these all again you will find in NCRT. Okay, yeah, I know that you have some network issue. Okay, now why importance of variation also we have seen in that chapter, but I'll give only 2 points. First of all, variation helps in survival. You see this one, student? You see? So in spite of this, there was a red beetle. Obviously, it would be prey to many things. But if it is now, you see, this is just been converted to green color. It is camouflaged. Okay, so it has a variation. This variation of this particular beetle color, it helped in the survival of this particular thing. Okay, yeah. I got it, Harsh. Okay, Harsh. Okay, so variations help in survival. A good example is this. Variations help in survival. Okay, variations lead to evolution. Obviously, you see, first of all, when you look at the family of plant, algae to mosses, mosses to ferns, ferns to trees. This is how the evolution of plants has happened. It did not happen in 1 year. Okay, it took a lot of time. Okay, similarly, animals also. Okay, fish to amphibians, amphibian to reptiles, reptile to mammals. This is how it has been evolved. Okay, so these all are the variations lead to evolution. If there was no variation, algae would stop at algae, and the fish would stop at fish. Okay, but as there are variations, finally we are at this stage. Okay, So you need to write these two things only. These are only explanations. You need to write these two things. Variations help in survival. Variation lead to evolution. Only this you need to write. Yes, definitely. So what did we learn in mitosis, student? One single cell is converted into multiple cells. Okay, yeah. So yeah, now let us do some questions. Which of the following statement is not true with respect to variation? So students, here in the question I'll give some time. You need to go through the options deeply to give the correct answer. And you know the path now actually. Okay. So which of the following statements is not true? Not true. Yes, Rugal, right answer. Harshini, very good. Mega, awesome. Tanish, wow. Ananya, superb. Narendran, excellent. Come on, others. Respond. Ponnappa, super. Janavi, very good, beta. Shayan, good. Oh, very good. Not even one wrong answer. Very good, student. Good, super. Karthik, right answer. Okay, obviously, all variation species have equal chance of survival is the wrong statement. You see, this has a better chance of survival than red beetle. Okay, so it doesn't have any equal chance. Okay, change in genetic composition results in variation. Yes, it's true. Yeah,
So
now
what is the answer?
answer is A beta. Not true. This is not true. Variations will have unequal chances of survival, and that is how the new variations has been surviving. 43, 34. What is this? Okay. 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 Yeah. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Again, it's an incorrect. Think properly and give. Incorrect. Keyboard pressed. Okay. Tani, Shayana, Karthik, switch on your camera. Only 2 or 3 students are not switching on. See, learn from others. Look at Amulya and Ananya. Rujuta, why are you switching off camera? Are you shy today? Okay, very good, Shrugal. Shayan, superb. Ponnappa, no. Megan, yes. Narendran, yes. Tanish, yes. Yeah, take another chance, Ponnappa. Rujita, very good. You all know the answers. Again, you all behind me to take this chapter. Okay, where is Aparna? Aparna, are you there? You were asking yesterday also, sir, when are you starting Heridity? But now, right now, you are not giving any answers, Aparna.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah,
Is my
give
answer
good
correct?
answer. Yes, Karthik, right answer. Amulya, right answer. Jahnavi, right answer. Yes, very good, Ananya. Harshini, right answer. Good. Okay. So why hormone? Yes, why hormone is not a gene? Yes, Tanish. For every hormone there is a gene. So which is incorrect. So this is correct. You are saying. How can you say that, Tanish? Aparna, right answer. Yes. Whom should I ask? Many students are there today. Yes, Karthik. For every hormone there is a gene.
Sir, they like
Tanish.
sometimes hormone release at like a particular temporary moment.
Okay, that's fine.
So that maybe.
No, my question is not, sir. This is all from previous chapter. Acha, acha. Growth. Yes, very good. Narendra, right answer, student. Right answer. Okay, yes. So somebody is asking. Okay, Mega, yeah, you want to say something? Go ahead.
That only the hormones and enzymes, they have little bit of proteins in them, right?
Yes, very good. Students, you see, I have just here growth hormone. How it looks like. How it looks like. You see, ultimately, last में protein बन रहा. And how is the protein forming? You see, it is same. Protein formation and the enzyme, the growth enzyme, what has initially triggered, there is a yeah. Initially, this one, it is both protein only, student. Okay, protein only. Okay, so hormone, enzyme, sorry, hormone, it's protein. Enzyme is also protein. You see, what, can you say me one more two enzymes like peptide, trypsin in your stomach? Okay, every protein there is in, yeah, these three are right. So fat is, so then what is fat for? Yes, Narendran, you said the right answer. Then what is fat for? When it is not made up of protein, why is this fat required? Okay, so in your second class you might have learned. Okay, sugars, something like atta, rice, they are energy giving foods. Okay, pulses, chicken. What are these proteins? Energy, body forming foods. Okay, vitamins and minerals. What are these? Something like fruits, water. What are these, students? They are protective foods. Then what is fat for? A student, Mega, Devansh, Rujuta. What is fat for them? Forgot.
Sir, it's used for energy, like energy storage and all.
Okay, okay. Yes, sure, sure. You're absolutely right. Fat is also energy storing, and whenever it is required, it will convert that into energy back. And another thing you see, fat is nothing but a biomolecule. You can say some of the minerals, some of the vitamins can only be digested if fat is there. Fat soluble vitamins. Okay, fat soluble vitamins. Okay, okay. Okay. Yes. Now let us see the homo. So as I said, some
Well,
general
what is the
terms.
answer?
Answer. So answer is nothing but D beta. D. For every molecule of fat, there is yield. So fat is again made up of some enzymes, and enzymes are again made up of some proteins, and proteins means again genes only, but they are not in. They are indirectly, student. So fat is not directly made up of gene. Fat is indirectly made up of gene. Okay, yeah, homologous chromosome. So this is what your textbook is saying. Okay, homologous chromosome pertains to one of a pair of chromosome with the same gene sequence, loci, chromosomal length, and centromere location. A homologous pair consists of one pattern and one. You need to write only this in your exam for 2 marks. What are homologous chromosome? You need to write this. Okay, you need to write this. Try to write the heading, and when I send the notes, you are okay. So to understand, student, let us take some example to understand these equations, these particular statements better. Okay, you see, what did I say? Every cell in our body has what? They have 23 pairs or 46 chromosomes. If you just count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, every cell in your human body will have 23 pairs. This is one pair, pair 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. 23 pairs will have, student. Or you can, if you separate them, they are 46. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. If you count, they are 46. This you all know. But I said there is a special cell which have only 23 only. There are no pairs. We have 23 only. Every, you see, in our body is made up of full of cells. Every cell have 46, students. But especially the sperm cell and ovum cell, which are responsible for the reproduction, have only 23 chromosomes, not 23 pairs. Please understand here, you see, this is what we have in your entire body cells, but only in the sperm cell we have this type, or ovum we have this type. So these are 23 pairs, these are 23 number, or you can say these are 46, these are 23, like that. Okay. Now let us see, let us understand this topic with the help of this homologous chromosome. Let us understand this, the help of this particular topic. Okay. So right now you understand we are dealing with this particular 23 chromosomes only. We are not dealing with other cells. We are dealing with the sex cells, gamete cells, okay, reproductive cells here. Okay. Yeah. Look at here, student. You know what we read in the last chapter, fertilization. This is a particular ovum. Here is the nucleus. Sperm will reach ovum. Sperm has some head, some tail, and sperm's nucleus is this. Now, where are, so sir, you said something like every cell we have a chromosomes like this, and you said something like these chromosomes we have in ovum and stuff. Where are they? Definitely, here is the nucleus. Definitely, the chromosomes will be there. What did I say? I said that sperm cell will also have 23 chromosomes, and this particular egg cell will also have 23 chromosomes. But let us deal with only 22 plus X. This last chromosome is a deciding factor of the particular, whether male or female student. Okay, now let us speak only about this 22. Let us go to that particular thing when I go for the sex determination topic. Okay, so right now you can assume 23 are there. Now whenever they got fertilized, what will happen? A zygote will be developed. So one new cell will be formed. Okay, now how that in one new zygote will be formed means 23 is coming from here, 23 is coming again. This new zygote will be having 46 or 23 pairs. Pairs beta. 1 from this, 23 from this, 23 from this. Again, the new cell which is formed by the meiosis. We say meiosis here, not mitosis, meiosis. We again get 23 pairs. Now, sir, how it will form? You look at here, in the 22, you take this as the first chromosome. In the ovum, in the 22, you take this as the first chromosome. When first and first chromosome will get paired. And in the 22, in the 23, you take the second chromosome. In the 23 of egg, you take the second chromosome. Second chromosome get paired. Like that, the pairing will happen. Sir, what does this chromosomes mean? This chromosome means we have lot of information here, lot of genes here, something eye color, hair color, like that, everything we have it. Now, when we say homologous, we say homologous because you see what example I took? This is from female, the first chromosome. This is from the male, the first chromosome. You see what is homologous mean? First of all, you should have same structure. Yes, both the chromosomes are same structure. Same structure means what? Length is same, shape is same, and center is also at the near same position. And it should have same gene sequence of same order. Yes, gene sequence means what? Hair, skin color, okay, height, okay, something like shoulder, like that. Sequence should also be same in both of them. Hair color, height, like that. Sequence should also be. So first of all, they should be same structure, and second, it should be same sequence also. Gene sequence also same. And the position. What did I say to the position? First chromosome from this, from sperm, first chromosome from. If at all such combination will get paired, we say it as a homologous pair. Understood, student? Again, I am repeating. Whenever the fertilization happens, zygote will be formed. Zygote has 23 pairs. So, in the 23 pairs, first chromosome of father, first chromosome of mother, second chromosome of father, second chromosome of mother. If they pair such that their chromosomes are having same structure, same centriole, center positions, and their sequence inside the chromosome, we have DNA. DNA means genes. Gene means some code. The coding should also be same. The inside code, the codes may be different. But you see, some part is for hair. Here also another same place, same position, the part should be of the hair only. If such pairing is happening, we call it as a homologous chromosome. Now you read it, student. Homologous chromosome is what? It pertains to one pair of chromosome. Yes, that is what I said, one pair of chromosome. And how that pair should be? With same gene sequence. That is what I said. You see, sequence should be same. Hair, body, skin, height. Hair, body, skin, height. Loci means position, student, position. Yeah, I said first position, first position. First position in this particular thing, first position in this particular thing. Loci means chromosomal length. I said the same thing. Length should be same. Centromere location, I said center position should also be aligned to each other. If such combination happens, and it generally happens, that we call it as homologous chromosome. Understood, Aparna? And it is from one parental and one maternal chromosome. But what if the mother has a different chromosome, father has a different chromosome? Yeah, student, they will definitely have different codes in the chromosome. Okay. Different genes. So I am coming to that point. Aparna, understood beta? Aparna? Is she there?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Mega understanding the things?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I understood.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So you see, student, this is what is here. Okay, centromere. You see, this is from parent. This is from father. Assume this is from mother. Now, okay. So there are some questions on this. Mother, student, those all are the next topic. Mother, gene says blonde hair. These all are the second topic, student. That comes in the next session. So don't worry. I will take each and every. I'll take extra question, but not less. Frugal. Don't worry about that. Whatever the topic complicated it may be, that is my nature to take the extra sessions, the extra questions, and very going into deeper. Okay. Yeah. So students, you see, this is what is many questions are asked on this particular thing. What is this? Okay. There is a word like replication. What is this? You see, this is what you got from this chromosome you got from the father. This chromosome you got from the mother. Now, will they both pair and give it? Will they keep mum like that? No, they will not keep mum like. They should replicate it. What does that mean? You see, do you all remember? After fertilization, what should happen? That one cell should convert to 2. That 2 cell should convert it to 4. That 4 should 8. That 8 to 16. That 16 to blastocyte, fetus, and finally, fetus is this one, and finally to a baby. Like this, it should happen. Now, what did I explain this particular thing? This is here, student. This is here. Only one cell has happened, and that cell is having these two pairs. Now, look at here. When it going to the become two cells, what is happening? That is what the story is. Can any one chromosome go extinct? Yes, there is a chance. Okay. Yeah. So, student, you see what is happening at this particular when one is becoming two. What is happening? This is what is happening. Okay. So, how are the questions? Is now you see, student. Now replication is happening. Replication is happening. Matlab, now most of the students what they are feeling, sir, this is got fused. So something like yes, something like this should happen. Replication means something like this should happen. No, student, this will not happen. Again, I am repeating. So you see, you are thinking that, sir, they got fertilized. Now they want to get replicate. That means one cell want to become two cell. So entire thing will be copied like this. You see, green and blue fuse, green and blue fuse. No, that will not happen. Copying means copying the exact chromosome only. This will be copied 1, 2. This will be copied again 1, 2 pair like this. A pair like this. But that's not fusion will not happen. Then the fusion will be copied. No, student, that doesn't happen here. Okay, that doesn't happen here. So okay. So you see, first of all, let me explain the left side. Okay, these what are these? These are pair of chromosome. Where did you get from? You got it from one mother, one from your father. Okay. Now, are they identical? We can say they are similar but not identical. Why, sir? They both are same. No, they both are genetic order is same. But you see, in your father, the hair color may be white, the hair color may be black. In your mother, hair color may be something like brown, something like brown. Are they same? Are they identical? No, they are similar. They are not identical. They are similar. Even though you looks like this, inside the code is different. So we can say they are similar but not identical. Okay. This is what before going to before the at this stage, this is what has happened. Now before going to two cell, obviously this DNA should be copied. How is it copying? It is copying like this. So the DNA copy will happen. Your father chromosome will be copied and become like this. Your mother chromosome will become like this, but not the fused chromosome. Okay, but not the fused chromosome. Now, what are these? These are two identical copies. Very important. Very internal questions are given about this topic. You see, what are these identical copies? Why am I saying identical? Identical. These two is comparison. Identical means these two. They both are from father. Their order is also same. Their code inside the order is also same. They both are identical copies in a single chromosome. Identical copies in a single chromosome. Okay. And are they exact generate copies? Yes, they are identical copies that we have understood. Okay. So this is what you need to know. Okay. Whenever your particular zygote is going to form two cells, so what is happening? DNA replication is happening. How is that happening? That should happen like this. Your father chromosome will be copied, your mother chromosome. Now there should be no confusion. Then how, sir? How they are just mixing? You see, this is the final figure. Because this is what you got from father, this is what you got from mother. So before going to two cells, what will happen inside? DNA copy will happen. So DNA copy, you see, your father's chromosome is copied, your mother's chromosome is copied. Once DNA copies happen, what is the student? We have learned something like cytokinesis. What is the student? Cryokinesis. Okay, something like nucleus will break first, right? You see, this is what has started. Finally, the nucleus and cytoplasm is going to break, and cytoplasm. Now you see, one cell has given birth to two different cells, and each cell is having fathers and mothers chromosome. Understood, student? Okay, Harshini, understanding the things? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You okay, student? Okay. So now students, so some of the students are, sir, what happens if they don't take such particular, like if at all first and second pair will mix, then first chromosome and second chromosome will mother spring. So we first of all we call it as a non-homologous chromosome pair. Non-homologous chromosome we'll call it. Non-homologous chromosome. You look at here this example, okay? You see, this is what eye color gene is there here. But when you look at this particular chromosome, it's a blood type gene. So now you see, student, so what is this? It is non-homologous. The genetic order is different and there are two different chromosomes whose order is not at all matching. So we call it as a heterologous also. Homologous, heterologous. Homologous, heterologous. You see here, ear-shaped gene, here metabolism gene are there. So their specific order is not right. Again, students, that's a big issue. That's a genetic disorder. This is what we call as a genetic disorder. If at all during the formation of zygote this happens, this is what the genetic disorder is. Okay. Sometimes due to the environmental things also the things can change. We say it as a cancer. Okay. So if at all one guy is perfectly working under very harmful radiations for so many years, this may happen. So some genetic disorder may get initiated. Even sperm is released, but fertilization does not take. Even sperm is released, but fertilization does not take. It is because of chromosomes. Student, fertilization does not take. That is partially because of chromosomes, but that is different issue, student. That is different issue. Like you see, I have framed it, but I was not finding time. You see the location of placenta. In the placenta, there is the particular thing. Yeah. You see in the day 2, day 3, when particular ovum will go it here, at that particular time, if the sperm comes, only then the fertilization will happen. Okay. It is not that, sir, sperm has entered this particular tube, still fertilization happening. Whose problem is that? There are many answers for that. There are many answers. But this is one of the answers. You said that is one of them. Can anybody say what is homozygous? Homologous we have seen, heterologous we have seen, homozygous. Can anybody? Homozygous. Yes, Ananya, Amulya.
So
Anybody?
like they have the same allele, same gene.
Ah, very good. Right answer. Same traits. I think traits is the not right word, student. Traits is not right word. Alleles is the right word. Okay? Alleles is the right word. Yes, alleles is the right.
Yes, sir, when they inherit like identical alleles.
Yes, yes. You see, students, suppose in the genetic code, here is what written, something you assume. Father's in the genetic code, hair color is something like black. In the mother's chromosome, at the same position, if at all there also some hair color is something like black, now they both have same alleles. That time we call as homozygous. That time we call it as homozygous. Have two similar alleles, same thing. Yes. Okay. That time we call it as homozygous. Okay. Yeah, the next topic is, yeah, we even before going to alleles, I'll go to traits, students. Okay, traits. Traits. So there is a difference between alleles and traits. Okay. So what are traits? So traits are nothing but a specific characteristic of an organism. If you see me, so if you are seeing me for the first time, if you want to inform somebody, so that sir is somewhat tall, that some sir has some brown eyes. These are all the physical things which you observe in me. That is nothing but traits. So these are physical things. Traits are the physical things which you can look at and you can just make it by looking at things. Okay. Okay, so something like you see, eye color, this is character, this is gene. Eye color, eye is nothing but eye color is formation of eye color is done by the genetic of your mother and parent. Now, from the father, it may be black and brown. What are these? These are alleles. Now, what is trait? In these two, we'll get, if at all, I get only brown eyes. Ultimately, if you see me, if I'm getting brown eye, these are traits. This is the difference. Okay. Again, I'm explaining formation of eye. Formation of eye and formation of color is given by gene. Okay. Yeah. So is this? Yes, Megha?
Sir, but you can't just generally categorize traits as something you can physically see, right? Because they're characteristic traits that talks about character that you can't really see it physically.
So we have two things like phenotype and genotype. So you are speaking about genotype. I am speaking of phenotype.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So you all understood the formation of my eye is decided by the gene. So you can take the character is nothing but gene. And again, in the gene, we have different codes. So in my father gene it is black code, in my mother gene it is brown code. Those are alleles. From these two, finally, if I am produced with a brown eye, those are traits, physically seen. Or you can also say expression of gene is seen. Okay, so you can't see my gene, you can't see my allele. But what can you see, student? You can see my trait. So expression of gene. So gene is expressing its code, its alleles by the color of my eyes to the real world. So that it's just an expression of gene. Okay. With that, let us do some questions. Ananya gives some answer. Let me read states that describe the characters of genes. Genes is genes. So it is. I think you can take the right answer also. It's not only to
Sir,
discuss characters. Yes, yes.
sir, I gave, sir.
Yeah, yeah. I'm observing student. So Rujuta, Ananya gave same answer. Very good. Yes, Amulya, right answer. Karthik, right answer. Shrugal, right answer. Narendran, right answer. Harshini, right answer. Megha, right answer. Shayan, right answer. Yeah, others, try to give it. Others. Tanish, are you there, Tanish? Tanish is not there. Aparna, very good, Aparna. Good. Okay. 1 and 3 should be your answers. Yeah, B is the right answer. Jahanavi, acha, you are connected back? Okay, Jahanavi. Good. See, Jahanavi is having some pre-board. Still, she is in my session. Thank you, Jahanavi.
But I wasn't disconnected.
You weren't disconnected. No, student, I was asking some question. You were disconnected in the initial.
No, sir.
No? Okay. Yes, Ponnappa, right answer. Narendran, right answer. Megha, right answer. Shayan, right answer. Harshini, right answer. Rujuta, right answer. Trait in the organisms, like the trait is physically what you can see. And no students, so that is nowadays everything is AI controlled. In the Zoom, what happens if I just keep like that also, that automatic hand will be raised. Harshini, right answer. Ananya, right answer. Okay. So both maternal and paternal. Devansh, are you giving the answers?
Yes,
Shrugal
sir.
is right. The two versions of traits which are brought in by male and female gametes
Sir,
are situated on. Yes, yes.
sir, can you show the explanation of the last question?
Yeah, so this is nothing but trait in organism, student. Like I said, I have some brown, I have some black eyes, right? So definitely that particular thing may be like my one of my parents may be having black eyes, one may have another thing. So this is a dominant, so this is dominant. So I finally got brown. Okay, so one character is from male, another character is from female. So that is what the trait is. Trait means I got brown eyes, and definitely that is influenced by maternal and paternal both DNA.
Okay, sir, got
Okay.
it, sir.
Yeah, from that both, why only brown eyes is selected? That will come in the next session, which is dominant one.
Okay, sir.
Think properly and give this answer, student. The two versions of trait which are brought in by male and female gametes are situated on.
Sir, I gave the answer.
I have seen your answer, student. Ponnappa wrong, Megha wrong, Rujuta right answer, Jahnavi wrong, Ananya wrong, Shrugal right answer, Maya, not Maya, Amulya wrong. Ponnappa, right answer. Harshini, wrong. Jahnavi, right answer. Narendran, wrong. Any chromosome, how can that be, Narendran? He is speaking about two versions of a particular trait he is asking. No, Narendra. Shayan also wrong. Okay. Yeah, so students, that is what the two versions of trait which are brought in by male and female gametes are situated on. You see, I know you'll make some mistakes. That's the reason I took this slide. Okay. Now you see something like T and small t. I'm assuming these are some particular genetic code T and T. Now, what is the question? Two versions of trait which are brought by male and female. So this is T, this is small t. Two versions of the character which are brought by male gamete and male chromosome, female chromosome. Now, how are they situated? Are they situated on copies of same chromosome? You see, copies of same chromosome, are they situated on these copies of say same chromosome? No. Okay. So the right answer would, oh, where is the right answer? Right answer is B. Two different chromosomes, student. Two different, you see? Two different chromosomes. Okay, two different chromosomes. I should make this explanation more better, I guess. Okay, so the answer should be two different chromosomes. Yes, Rujita, do you want to explain? Rujita, are you there?
Sir?
Rujita, so can you explain why B is the right answer?
Sir, alleles are like alternative forms of the gene, like in the so alternative forms of gene
Acha,
means like
you went in that way, okay.
yeah.
Two versions of trait which are brought in by male and female gametes are situated on two different chromosomes. I think this is two versions of trait which are brought in male and female gametes are situated on two different chromosomes. I think the explanation goes here. Male is here, female is here.
So when will you leave the class?
7:30, 7:30. Okay. I'll just clarify with better explanation, student. I think I need to take some screenshot of the good images. What I want to express that is not given here. So, okay. Yeah, next alleles. Okay, so just now we have discussed what is alleles. Okay, your textbook definitions are this, student. Alternative form of gene. There are two alleles which govern the expression of character. Okay, so you need, if you want, you can write this, but explanation goes like this. You see, alleles basically simply means different version or variant of a specific gene. Again, it's a specific gene. Hair color is an allele, so that may be different version, black or brown. Eye color of eye is an allele. That may be different variant. Color of eye may be brown, green, blue, black, whatever you want to take, you take. Okay, so allele is nothing but different version of a specific gene. That particular genetic code should be, the particular gene code should be same. Internal code may change again. Okay, so the part should be same. Gene part should be same. The code may be changed again. Okay, so why is saying this alternate form of gene? You take this example. Gene codes for traits like eye color, but alleles determine the specific differentiation like blue eye, brown eye. That means alternate are there. Like you can see, these are two chromosomes, A and A. What are the student? So they are two alleles. They are two alleles, alternate form of it. However, here the colors are same. That's the reason we are saying homozygous allele. Okay, homozygous allele. Okay, if the colors are different, like if your particular skin color of the parent male body is something dark and skin color of this particular female body is another thing like small b, they are different. These are heterozygous alleles. Okay, so alleles are nothing but they are the specific place only, but internal code is different. They're like hair color, but what hair color is different. Okay, alternate form of gene means this is what alternate. They are different alternates. Okay, yeah. So tallness and shortness, yes, are controlled by two alleles and gene controlling height. Like you see, if at all this is tallness, if your parent is also tallness, your mother is also tallness, we say they both are alleles, they are homozygous alleles, like that. Okay. Yeah, homozygous, heterozygous, I have explained it. Yeah, students, let's do some questions on this alleles also then. Sir, if color is different, how it becomes allele? They told same gene, right? Same gene is nothing but eye color is a gene. In the eye color, it may be brown or blue. So the brown or blue is alleles. Understood, Punappa? So in that particular gene,
Understood.
code is different. So
Okay.
so in this particular, you see here is a color eye color code. In the female also eye color code. So these both are these. In these genes, the code is different. Here the black color code. Here the blue color code is there. So these both are alleles.
Okay, sir. So allele means like the whole, like for example, hair color or eye color.
Yes, you can say different eye colors. Okay, eye formation of eye is gene. Which colors, that is alleles. Okay, and physically
Okay.
what can I see? Finally, what color your eyes are made up of? That is trait.
Yes.
Okay, so genes, character, nothing but eye formation. It will be brown and black. Those are alleles. And finally, I got brown eyes. That is trait.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yes. So some very good right answer. So Amulya, Ananya, right answer. Everybody give answer. Okay, Rujuta, Jahnavi, Narendran, Chayan, Megha, Karthik. Everybody is right, student. Gene is the right answer. Fundamental unit of heredity. I have said that.
What is the answer?
Yeah, I have ticked it. I have ticked it. Ponnappa, right answer. Shrugal, right answer. Unit of
Sir,
heredity,
did
student.
you
Yes?
not give me answer?
No, student. Harshini, right? Harshini. No, I did not receive your answer. Harshini. Actually, you are not at all there in my chat list. Allele is the
So what is the answer?
gene. Gene is the answer. Gene. Allele is the. Yes, Harshini, I received your answer. Right answer.
Go to the
Mega, right
previous
answer.
question.
Ponnappa, no. Allele, just now I said color of eye, formation of eye is gene. Which color is allele? Finally, which color formed is trait? Yes, Narendran, right. Shayan, no, wrong. Jahnavi, right.
Sir, gave a new answer.
You gave the new answer. Ponnappa, no. Yeah, Ponnappa, you are still confused. Okay, let us take this. Student, let us assume this particular part of the chromosome is nothing but gene. Okay, piece of the chromosome, piece of the DNA is nothing but gene. Okay, so here what the code is written, I am assuming eye formation. So this is gene, eye formation. Now, your parents have assumed A and B. Your parent have blue color eyes, another parent have brown color eyes. So these blue and brown are nothing but alleles. So how are they? They're alternate, they're different. Okay. And finally, they in this both, I'll get only one thing in my eyes, which is brown. This is what you can physically see in me. You can't see these two. You you can't see my gene also. You can't see this. This is nothing but traits. Understood?
Yes, sir. First gene, then allele.
Gene, alleles, in the both of alleles, one thing is finalized, which I can physically, which you can physically see in me.
Yes,
That
sir.
is trait. Okay, now you can see allele is an alternate trait of gene pair. Okay, so here both are there, gene pair. Alternate means different. They both are different pair because the code is different here. Okay, you can say these are similar but not identical.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so A is a alternate trait of gene pair. A is the right answer, student. A is the right answer. What is the relationship among DNA, gene, and chromosome? Think properly and give. Rujita, right answer. Jahnavi, right answer. Mega, no. Narendran, right answer. Harshini, right answer. Very good, student. Ponnappa, Ananya. Okay, so the right answer is A, student. A. Right answer is A. Purnappa, right? Ananya, right? Shayan, okay, right answer. Megha, right? Okay, so student, the chromosome contains hundreds of genes which are composed of protein. Why this is wrong? Yes, Narendran, why this is wrong? Yes, Purnappa, why this is wrong, beta? Not Purnappa. Yes, Narendran, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Why this is wrong? A is the right answer, I understood. Why this is wrong? Yes, Harshini, why this is wrong, beta?
So first DNA, then comes protein.
So now he's saying genes are made up of proteins. So is it not wrong? If it is wrong, why then what are genes made up of? That is my question. He's saying chromosome contains hundreds of genes. That is absolutely fine. You see, one chromosome, this fellow is having hundreds of genes, thousands of genes. In fact, 30,000. I said that is absolutely the first statement is right. Which are composed of protein? He said. Yes, Harshini. Why it is wrong? But the second option.
Yes.
Why it is wrong? Second option.
So, genes composed of DNA.
Yeah, very good. So genes are composed of DNA. This is right. Ultimately, you say, sir, genes are composed of DNA. What is DNA? DNA is not protein, student. DNA is what? Nitrogenous. That sugar group I said, right? So it is not consist of protein. So where is it? Right. 1 second, student.
So it has sugar, phosphate, and nitrogenous
Exactly.
bases.
Okay. So gene is made up of the other things, not protein. Where is it? Slide. You see what is gene, student? Gene is made up of these particular nitrogenous bases, but he said gene is made up composed of proteins. Okay, so that is the reason it is wrong. Okay, first option is right. Okay. Yeah. So yes, the first option is right. Chromosome contains hundreds of genes, in fact thousands of genes, which are composed of DNA. Absolutely right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so student, I was just making this particular content. I'll stop it here. Any doubts, you can just ask me. Otherwise, thank you for joining. Okay, so tomorrow we are doing what? Similar triangles, revision 2. Okay, tomorrow I'll complete the revision. So that from day after tomorrow, we are going for the sample paper of that particular chapter. Similar triangles. Thank you. Oh, sorry,
Yes, sir.
Jahnavi, I have seen your message late.
Thank
Yes,
Bye.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, could you send me the recording?
Harshini, you know all the things. Why do you want to waste time?
So, like the starting part, as you said, it isn't an NCRT.
Acha. Okay, I'll send you.
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Bye,
Bye.
sir.
Okay, bye. Yes, Karthik, you want to say something? Karthik?